So we are live. We have one of our newest rock stars, Elsa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. And I say rock star because she is doing amazing with the program. And hold on, let me. Oh, okay, the live stream came in through. Yeah, she's doing amazing with the program, and this is the point where I feel like, well, we hit one of her major goals, and to me, this is like the time to tell a little bit about her story because it's such a big accomplishment, especially when you had a different goal, a little bit smaller goal, and you hit such a big goal. So I wanted to go a little bit into your details because obviously, if this helps inspire somebody else to take action, then why not? You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing this. So are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Thank
right,
you for calling me a rock star.
You are. You are. You're performing like one. Okay, so that's why you get the title. All right. So tell us about you. Who's Elsa? Tell us your story. Wife, student. Give us a little more details about you and what you got going on and who you are.
Okay. First of all, my name is Elsa Linda Villegas. That's the full name. Yes, I am a mom to a 14-year-old son. I also am a student, and I also have a partner, which I call my husband. His name is George. I am also a mom to a husky and a kitten recently. I will say about myself, I love being myself. Like even in this call right now, I was like, greñuda, messy hair, F it, let's just do it. That's who I really am. I'm kind-hearted, you know, and I don't just say that. A lot of people say like, I'm kind-hearted, but how? And I will tell you a little bit of how. I will say that I don't just do things for myself. I'm generally a person that will do things for others. Like I see you needing something at the store, I'll be like, oh, what are you looking for? Oh, that looks like you need this. Let me reach it out for you. Even though I'm 5'2", like I'm over there trying to reach a high shelf, knowing I can't reach it, but I do everything I can. That's the Elsa I am. I do everything I can to reach it. If it's a shelf, this goal of losing weight, I did everything I could in my possession to do it. And I don't like to BS it. That's who I am. A little bit like quickly.
Yeah, I got you. Which I appreciate that about you. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, I appreciate that you don't mess around. You get the coaching and you go for it. Now, in terms of coaching, okay, let's talk a little bit about how your journey, the struggles that you've gone over with weight loss. Trying to make it happen because obviously. You tried like one time to join my program. It was kind of like more of just the workout part of it, and that nearly killed you, right?
Oh yeah.
and now we're doing more of a like habit changing and more of a behavior changing. So it's not so much of the workouts part of it. So it's a different type of program, right? But tell me about the things that you have tried in the past and the struggles that you dealt with doing those things on your own or in any type of like gym program, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I have enrolled to the gym, the membership, and it didn't work out. I only went maybe 3 times out of the year, and I just didn't feel like I wanted to walk into a gym. I don't know why. Every time I go to the gym, I saw everybody pumped up and in the perfect bodies, and I'm like, I just feel like this person that I want to be next to them. I don't feel like relatable, and I didn't even know how to use the machine. So I was like, I know I'm gonna kill myself here, and that's my story on the gym part. I tried 24-hour fitness. I went like the full package with the classes. You get the pool access and everything. And I tried the classes as well, and it just didn't fit for me. I don't know why. I didn't end up going. I tried not eating, you know. I say, maybe if I suppress it, I eat less. But then I found myself gaining way more weight. I'm like, what the heck? I'm not eating. How am I gaining more? So that doesn't work. I tried eating salads, and I'll be like, but I put a whole bunch of dressing, and I still ate. I was eating wrong. I was eating with a lot of carbs, And I found out through you, you know, like if you put a whole bunch of dressing, it's like it defeats the purpose. That's not even a salad. Might as well have a cheeseburger.
Exactly. Tell me about the struggles in terms of pain points, things that kind of like made you feel bummed out about, you know, the weight gain and some of the things that you saw from the weight gain, like maybe your confidence went down, maybe you're like, you know, your skinny clothes didn't fit anymore. Tell us more about your pain points and the things that kind of pushed you to obviously try to make a change.
What made me make a change is like you get tired. You have a limit. You yourself have a limit, you know. And to me, I felt like I already reached that limit where I kept seeing myself, and it's like, no, this is not who I want to be. This is not the big belly I want, you know. And even other people would tell me, no, you're not fat, you're not gorda, you're beautiful. And it's like those words are very encouraging, but at the same time, they're not helpful because you know you don't feel comfortable. And you could have many people tell you you're beautiful. It's how you feel, and you reach that limit. And I feel like I already reached that limit where that's not the ideal body I want. When I saw my photos, that's what really clicked for me. I saw my photographs. I'm like, holy, that's a big, big Elsa. Like that's the biggest I've ever seen. And I don't want to see myself get any bigger at this stage in my life or ever. I want to be healthy. And it's not also about how your body image looks. It's how you feel. And I didn't feel comfortable. You know, so it's not to shame on how big you are, how small you are. I think for me, it was how comfortable I felt. I was not feeling comfortable. So I was like, I need to do something.
Right.
That's for me.
What are the things things that you felt that you're like, you know, okay, you know, like maybe like sometimes, you know, people talk about, you know, not be able to do keep up with the kids, or not able to do like, for example, they have a dog and they're like, oh, I can't even walk the dog because, you know, I'm so out of shape. Tell me more about, you know, some of those other things that are not necessarily like body you know, directly affecting your body, but more of just how you feel, or the things that you can, like your physical fitness kind of thing.
I will say the one thing that I think of right now, like I haven't been able to wear high heels. When I was at 180, I was like, my feet were swollen. They would hurt way more. I could feel that I'm walking on thin high heels on this big weight, and I could feel it on my like physically. I could feel it on my legs. You know, like this is too much for me to wear high heels, and I want to wear high heels. And like you said, I walk my dog, but you feel like more tired. You feel like out of air. Like you just take a few steps and you're already breathing like I'm gonna pass out. So you know, you catch yourself, you're like, holy, I'm 33, I shouldn't be breathing this hard. Like, gosh, I want to take it easy, I want to live longer.
Yeah. Obviously you have a lot of things going on. You are not, your main source of exercise right now it's your walks, right? Now, what do you have to say to somebody who says, you know what, I don't have time to go to the gym, or I can't stand going to the gym? People that feel like the gym is like the only way that they can get to their goals. What would you say to that person who's like kind of like making that as that excuse, that things that stops them from moving forward and taking action?
I have heard some friends, they say like, oh, I'm gonna pick up the gym and then I'll lose weight. And I'm just like, whatever you think is gonna help you. But I tried it, and I'm not saying those 3 days that I went to the gym was for me. Everybody, I think, has their own way of reaching that. But I definitely see it's not the gym. For me, like once I started this program, I was like, it's not the gym. And I'm so glad it's not the gym. It's the food.
It's not the gym.
It's not. If you eat right and you take care beautifully of your body that you deserve, you're gonna lose it, and you're gonna feel way much better, you know, for yourself. I experienced myself is the food. And the skin wise, the way healthier you feel, you're gonna look better in your clothes, you're gonna get compliments from other people. And I would tell you, any person that told me I need to go to the gym to lose weight, I'll be like, you do that, but if you for reason you fall back and you find yourself it not being the gym, you might want to try the food, you might want to try meals.
Right. Let's talk a little bit more about those excuses that people use, right? Obviously, you know, like they'll say, well, I have to. Sometimes they'll take fat diets. Sometimes they'll do some crazy things, you know, are not necessarily recommendable, and that probably are not healthy in the long term. From your experience with the program, like, how has it been compared to the things that you tried in the past, where in terms of, like, obviously not having to give up things that you enjoy eating, and still be able to see, make progress?
Okay, that's a long question. But I'm just saying, in this program, my personal experience has been that I haven't just abandoned everything. It wasn't it's not like something like you're eliminating everything that you knew. You know what a donut tastes like. You're gonna want to crave a donut. You're gonna want to have that donut. You want to lose the weight, and I feel like this program that you provide allows you to have that donut, but also you remember, like, hey, okay, I had a donut. Now I'm gonna start eating just like the program says, follow it. And it doesn't say you cannot have what you're craving. It's just maybe cut half of it. Like, there was days I wanted a donut. I just said half, and then stick to the program. And it is tough, but it's doable. If you want it, you can do it. You can do it.
Have you felt restricted at all in the program?
I don't feel restricted. I feel so proud that even like today, I saw my family eat crepes with ice cream and whipped cream. And I'm like, you guys go for it. You go for it. I'm over here cheering myself. I don't need it. If my body really craves it, I'll probably have a little piece, but I'm not craving it. I already feel fulfilled with my greens, and you still allow me to have carbs. So I just say, I already had a carb, and that was enough. And you just mentally tell yourself, I already had my own crepe because I had a piece of sandwich today or something, you know?
Right. So let's talk about your progress. Obviously, you're 20 pounds down. Tell us more about just the other things that you that have improved since you, maybe not necessarily since you started the program, or however, if you want to go from since you started the program, but more towards now where you have made that big like achievement.
When you ask me this question, it kind of sounds like it's hard to believe, like 20 pounds. Like every time I'm like 20 pounds, because you're in, like right now, I feel like I'm flying. Like I'm flying to the point where I cannot see 20. I just feel like, oh, there's more to come, that I don't even see a 20. I just go like, geez, it's going faster than I thought when you say 20, but I'm like, it's hard to believe. I feel like, really 20 pounds? Because my cheeks were bigger. I remember when I used to talk to you when I was 180, and I saw my face right away shrink.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just really hard. It's hard to believe that you lose it if you follow this program. It's been really hard. You know, like I said, I would start myself. I said, oh, I didn't eat breakfast. I just had lunch today. So maybe I'll lose it because I only had 1 or 2 meals. But I was eating the wrong things. It's not something that was helping me lose the weight. Kind of forgot your question, so sorry, but I just
no, you're good. You're talking about the progress, the improvements that you have made besides obviously the 20-pound loss. Like, what other improvements have you noticed? Maybe like your confidence, maybe you like, you know, things like that, close fitting better. Tell us more about what the things that the non-weight scale number progress you made.
What it definitely shows is when I wear my clothes, I'm going like to extra large. I'm talking to you plus size to a size medium. And it's hard to believe a medium. Like I could go to Marshall's and be like, nope, I can't even go to large size shirts because it'll fit too loose. Like this t-shirt I'm wearing right here,
yeah,
this wouldn't even fit me. I got this from Six Flags. I'm like, because I really like this little figure. And this thing was like bloated. I have space in it today. And I'm like, that's what a big improvement. You're going to see your pajamas, even loose clothes, be looser than ever. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, you don't realize it until you put on those bigger clothes. I have shirts, jeans, loose. Like, I feel like they're so big that I had to go buy myself 2 other extra pants, 2 other extra shirts. I'm like, just in case when I go to my internship, I'll have something that fits. Like, I don't look like a chola, too loose. Because when you're home, it doesn't matter. But You know,
Right.
you want to look professional, which I don't look right now, but
No worries.
you want it to fitting, and you do feel like, I feel my honey, like my partner, I feel he looks more at me when I lost, you know, 20 pounds, even though they're like, oh, you're on your journey, you do it, you know, it's for yourself, you don't need to lose anything. But then I notice he looks more, and I feel more like, I don't know, I feel more paid attention to. I feel it. And when I walk around, I feel lighter, you know, I'm walking more lighter.
Pep in your step.
Yeah, lighter on my step.
In terms of your confidence, tell us how it's improved from the beginning to now. Like, you know, some of the changes, some of the improvements that you feel.
Say a big improvement is how I feel inside. Like, I got this. In the beginning, it's like, if I could lose 10 to or maybe 5 pounds, I'll be happy. It's like I put myself at the scale like so low. Like, I was even like saying, there's not gonna be a way for me to lose 5-10 pounds. So my confidence is like more like a badass. I'm a fregona now. Like, nah, there's no stopping me now. I feel more confident, and I tell myself every day, not only like this little poster right here in the back that you had me doing affirmations every morning, like that put me up. My self-esteem is like, I'm gonna take over whatever I want.
Nice.
Self-esteem does go up. Not only clothes wise, emotionally wise, physically, everything. I feel like I got this. Like, whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish it.
What part of the program would you say is the most important, that like the most valuable? Would you say is the food, or would you say is the mindset stuff that we do, or kind of like combination of both?
I will say a combination of both.
Okay. And is that something you've ever had in the past? Because obviously one of the things that a lot of gyms they focus on is the workouts. Other places they'll give you like a meal plan, and they'll do the workouts, but there's no mindset workout at all, right? How important do you feel the mindset stuff that we've been working on has been for you, and has helped you make the progress?
Big time. It's a big time change, the mindset. If like say you were to go to Pinterest right now and be like, I can meal prep. It says right here, Monday to Friday, I just do these meals. But if you really not working like you said, you know, and you, Jesus, the mindset, I don't think I will be difficult for some, because we break down, we go through our cycles, we go through so much. We're human, you know, and if we don't admit, like, this is where like something like a flaw of mine, but then push yourself through that flaw and be like, yes, you know, sometimes I don't pick up my room every day, but you know what? I come in tired. The next day I pick myself up, I clean up the room and do it all over again. And if you don't have that, like that mentality, and you're not in that, then I think you could find yourself easily giving up. You find yourself giving, you know what, this is too hard. But thanks to you and thanks to your recommendation, I feel it's helping a lot. So
Do you feel like it's something you can continue like for the rest of your life?
yeah, oh yes. I even keep telling everybody in my family that this is the new Elsa. I don't even say what before I used to eat 3 slices. No, this is the new Elsa. And I always say it all the time. The Elsa in the past used to have 3. This Elsa doesn't even want 1 slice. I just want my salad, my water, and maybe a little piece if I want it. If not, I don't need it.
Right. How nice is it though, being able to have that slice if you wanted to?
It's really nice because I feel like you could have it, like I said, and I'm not gonna see my 180, 181. I feel when I go on the scale, you know, the numbers don't lie. The numbers are still going down, and I still have a donut. I still had a pizza.
Tamales.
Tamales, I ate tamales like
Tacos.
crazy.
Yeah.
Tacos, you know, and you know what, the one beautiful thing that I had, and because I have gastritis, I no longer drink Coke. Since I started with you, I haven't picked up one, and not even Diet Coke, because I don't like Diet Coke personally. If you like it, that's good for you. I just said, if I might as well not do it. So I haven't drank Coke since July, since 4th of July. I believe it's 4th of July.
Nice.
That's a big thing for me, because I used to have like 2-3 Cokes a day, 2-3 Cokes a day. So otra Coca with ice, otra Coca with ice. Something about, I used to eat a lot of popcorn. Like, that's my favorite. I still eat popcorn, but thanks to this program, like a portion of popcorn you can still enjoy,
Yeah.
but not the whole bucket. Like no.
Exactly. Everything in moderation. Cool.
Yes.
All right. So just one last thing I wanted to address, and obviously have you address it because you're living part, like you're living there, right? Is this idea that I call it an excuse. Some people call it idea. Some people call it valid reasons. Valid reasons, right? It's the excuse of like I don't have enough time. Now somebody like you, who's super busy, who's got all these things going on, what would you say to somebody who feels like they think that they're gonna have to be in the gym like or the workouts all the time and this and that, right? What do you have to say to somebody who feels that way, who maybe thinks that they have to basically like give up everything and just focus on this? What do you have to tell to somebody who's like, oh, I have no time and I'm always busy? Like, what would you say to somebody like that?
I'll say we do have time. We select the time, but it's until you're in this mindset that you realize there's time. And if you don't, I think the people that say I don't have time is because that's the mindset you're in. You're not gonna have time. You're gonna be that person that says I want to lose weight, but then you're not pushing forward. You're not demonstrating that you want to lose weight. Because I have a lot of friends I know they say, oh, I want to do it too. But then I see them eating something else. I'm like, you don't want it to. Because if you want it to, you put that down, you'll get a salad, sacrifice it. Be like, maybe it doesn't have dressing because we have to get a salad. But there's no excuse for no time. Because if you could pick up your phone to check Facebook, you have time. If you could take a shower, you have time. if you could, there's so much stuff you can do in this world. There is time, but we prioritize and make time for what we really want. Right. So as busy I am, I prep my meals. I make my son lunch every day. I still come home, cook, clean. I'm still a student. I'm still an intern. And on top of all the stuff I have to do, there's time, And if there's 5 minutes, 10 minutes between my classes, hit your butt to the gym, walk around on campus with one of your friends. You don't have time, walk around, take the stairs. You have time, don't take the elevator. There's always time. I say, don't make an excuse.
Make time. Just one thing right there. If they feel like, okay, because obviously the way we make it set up is for it to be sustainable for you, right? And for people's like schedules and stuff like that. In terms of like having the program be too much, like, where do you feel like it's in sense of like, is it manageable? Is it like, did you have to change a lot of things in your life to make time for it, or was it something kind of like, yeah, you changed a little bit, but not something where it was like you completely have a new schedule or something like that? Give me a little more about that.
I would say you do have to change, because as much as I wanted to say, like when I started with you, I said I was always brought up. You make excuses. Like I said, I was always brought up eating out. As a child, my family, that's all they did. Like there was no cooking at home because both parents work, and then you start using yourself like that's an excuse. I'm an adult now. My parents no longer feed me. I have the choice not to go to eat out, fast food. Now it takes me myself saying, okay, you don't want to be at that level of 180 no more. So, okay, reduce your time, reduce your eating out. And what I really love about this program, you never said like you can't go out and eat. You're just like, measure your proportions, measure it. But I wanted it so bad that I was like, I can't measure my proportion with a fast food because I feel like I'm gonna want the whole meal, not just the fries and to me, it's like I try my very best not to fast food, and that is really challenging. But if you want it, like I said, you will make the change, and the change is not easy, but it's manageable. You can do it. You can.
Right. All right. Last thing. So what would you say to somebody who's like on the fence, like, okay, would this work for me? Just anyway, it's kind of like thinking about it. What would you say to that person that's kind of like, I don't know if it's someone to work for me? Am I, like, what would you say to that person to kind of say, okay, you know what, just take the step?
I would say if you're really at that limit, you hit your limit, then you have nothing to lose. Go for it, because you're not gonna know unless you try. And you already tried the gym. You already tried it on your own, and you have nothing to lose. I mean, I was trying it on my own several times, even waist trainers. I tried the weight loss pills. I tried not eating, like I said. I did several things, and if I lost it, I will gain it back. And so far, with this program, I feel like I lost it, and it's just like, and like it's hard to believe that I lost that much, and that I don't see it coming back, and I'm still enjoying one piece of, you know, whatever I want, whatever I want.
Cool. Would you recommend this program?
I do recommend this program. I highly recommend. I feel much better. I'm not sponsored or anything. This is just me saying it. Like I talk about this program to everybody. Everywhere I go, I'm like, I'm doing this program and I feel much better and I feel lighter. But I'm like saying, if you hit that limit, then you're gonna know this is a program for you. If you still don't believe it, you still want to try something else, there's nothing else you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose by trying it, you know.
Right.
That's why I came as myself, not done up, no nothing. It's just life. And Jesus was like, we're gonna do a live. I'm like, okay, I'm just telling how it is. If I could do it, you could do it, and there's nothing for you to lose. Just try it.
That's it.
That's it.
Appreciate your time. Awesome
Thank
job. Obviously, this is not the end of it. We have a few more pounds to lose, you know, because that's what you want. But just the best part about the program, obviously, that I want people to do is, one, feel like they're not going to sacrifice their lifestyle, and I feel like, you know, this is not something they can continue to keep going. And just hearing you talk about how it's changed you, it's makes me very happy, you know, and I'm just excited to obviously get a chance to coach you. And that's why I say you're a rock star, because I love it when people take the coaching part of it and they put it into action, and then obviously get the results that they you know, like you.
Well, thank you for coaching me. You're an amazing coach.
I appreciate it.
You're a rock star coach as well. You know, like you said, you could go to the gym, you could have someone tell you, pick up that weight and do this and do that. But if they don't take the time, like yourself, to post every day a challenging question to work on your mind and tell me, like, you know, Elsa, start your affirmation and then read this amazing book over here and highlight, what do you think of it? You know, if I didn't have you coaching me through this, who would I be and where would I been at? You know, maybe 1 pound less, 2 pounds less. And now it's not just my body losing weight, it's my brain gaining. So thank you so much, Jesus.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Once again, not sponsored, so
Yes, not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Elsa, thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. That being said, I'll go in and we'll talk to you guys soon. Elsa, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.